Daisuke.
Are you sure that's how you say it?
I don't know. Daisuke?
Daisuke? Daisuke. I don't know.
Daisuke presents. Dun, ba, dun.
They probably want to listen to the actual music.
Dun, dun.
Okay.
Cinderella Phenomenon. I like the artwork.
I know, it's pretty, right?
It's anime, but kind of like a more old-fashioned style, where it was like more angular.
And the coloring, I mean, whoever did the arts was really good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Waltz.
Waltz Criswell.
I'm calling him Aiden. That's so much better than Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald. It's Kenshin. Karma.
It could be Kitchen.
Except for the creepy face behind.
Right.
Rumple.
Rumple?
Magic comes with the price. Rod.
Oh, I like that name. We're gonna name her Rin because she's me.
Yep, pretty much. I feel like
kind of like him.
That's Rumple. He looks like he's gonna trick you, and that looks like Momiji.
It does look like Momiji. I love Momiji.
That was a Fruits Basket reference for anyone who's a fan out there.
Alright, so we have 5 different options.
Yep. I do like the designs. That's really cool.
Right? They look really good.
Whoever the artist is did a fantastic job. Broken Cinderella is the theme song. Good job. Ooh.
It's all fancy.
Yeah, it is.
They really did a great job on this opening.
Nice. So, hey everyone, thanks for joining us. My name's Archive, and this is my lovely wife, Rin.
Hello.
And this is probably one of the earlier things we're putting on the channel. Ours is a pretty new channel, considering we have nothing on it that makes you new, I think. We did one other channel, like a quote-unquote main channel with only one video on it that we did several years ago. This has been a kind of a passion project that we're starting up again. I say I mean me and my 3 brothers. But with life the way it is and everyone being so busy, my wife and I wanted just to start this, and she found this game and looked at it would be great. So how did you find this game?
So I am an author. I am not published yet, okay? But I have several ideas, and one of these kind of has a style very similar to these games, and I haven't played any of these yet. And so I was looking online for good ones and for clean ones and for interesting ones. I'm definitely more into the more middle grade YA cleaner versions. So, but this one looked really good and had great reviews, not just on the romance, but on the plot, on the character arcs. So I was really excited to try it out. Plus, it's free on Steam. Like, hello.
You
press that?
I did notice that you can go and donate to the group that did this, Daisuke. I think it's a play on words, because isn't Daisuke Japanese for I like or I love, something like that? I think it's a play on words. But you can go and donate to the group that made this, should you choose. But like Rin was saying, it's free to download on Steam. So.
And I'm pretty sure they have like a whole bunch of games. So if we love this game, we'll probably check out some of their others as well.
All right.
Should we start?
Let's start.
Ooh, I'm excited.
We recommend viewing the tutorial if this is your first time playing a Ren'Py visual novel.
Let's do it. Okay, a quick run through and the functions of Cinderella Phenomenon. So,
click the space bar or enter to click through the
by the
text.
way, I'm clicking my mouse right now, so it probably works both ways. We'll see. Should you miss a line or two while reading, you can always click the back button in the quick menu that is located on the upper right-hand corner of the text box.
Always nice, because I'm probably going to miss something.
Especially because I will just blaze through dialogue.
Yep. I'm
going to try
reader.
not to do that because you guys want to read it too. Limited amount of lines you can roll back to. Oh, okay.
So it only goes back so far.
Okay. Good to know. For lines you've already seen, you can click the skip button to toggle the activation of skip mode. I will probably use that.
I'd be worried about
Especially
skipping something I hadn't read.
if I go through the whole thing and then I play again, like the first parts will be like skip. Okay, here we go. The keyboard shortcut for this function is tab or holding control.
We'll figure
Okay.
that out as we go.
Yeah. For the best experience, you may activate auto forward mode. It could also be deactivated when you advance the text manually. The text speed and time for the delay may be adjusted through settings. In-game menu, which consists, this part is really boring, of settings and save files can be accessed by clicking on the glass slipper. Ooh, click on the glass slipper. Ta-da!
Ta-da, menu.
Or right-click.
Set it up how you want. It'd be great. Lots of settings.
You can customize.
Dun,
You
dun, dun.
can enable or
I
disable
like that they're
full
doing this
screen
panning
mode.
here. It's very...
And the right choice indicator. Okay, so I have read a little bit about this right choice indicator. You can turn it on or off. The right choice is basically just their main plot that they had their envision of their story, in making it through the entire story. It's not necessarily like that is the only correct choice you can make. It's just the way to get through the entire story.
Are you going to play with that on?
Oh, I don't know. I think I want to play around first.
You
Maybe.
turn it off and see what happens?
I don't know. If it's on, I may just play it just to get through the first one.
Makes sense.
But if it's not, then why not play around? We'll just, you know me, let's just kind of try it out. This is also where you can customize the skip mode function.
Let's keep going. We
Yes.
got it. We got it.
Settings
we got it.
menu, blah, blah, blah.
Set it
Wow,
to save files.
lots of
awesome.
files.
Keep going.
Concludes the tutorial. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals.
One's mine.
One was the Christium Lucis from Sims, protected by the ruler of the fairies.
Oh, see, that one's mine.
It looks like the Sims crystal. The other was the Crystallium Tenebram, which was watched over by the High Leader of the Witches.
Oh, yeah, I'm with the fairies.
The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy.
See?
The Tenebram by fear, anger, and hatred.
They're missing the Oxford comma. That's going to bug me.
The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting, they still lived in harmony.
Right?
They
Usually
regulate
they're
the
like,
powers.
they're always competing or whatever.
Well, especially because they're like opposites, but it's like
Yeah.
yin-yang thing, I guess, I don't know. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light.
Oh, I like that they work together.
For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. True words. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then, one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom.
That's you.
He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. The witches became hated and feared.
Aw, I feel bad for them.
Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of the Witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse.
Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to laugh at your voice.
All right, guys.
Not at his natural voice, just at his play voice.
I'm
This is
gonna
my
do it
husband.
even more now. I'm gonna do even more now. Go, next page. You think we are wicked? So be it. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore, sorry. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. I'm sorry, guys, you had to listen to that. My apologies. The rule of the fairies, the Lucis bearers, sought to regain peace.
Of course we did. I'm just kidding.
But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. I feel bad because there was this whole piece here.
I know. And
And,
then people just screwed it up like we do.
What is this?
Sign
Contract.
here.
Sign here, Lucette.
I'm a little scared.
What are we signing? Where's the fine print?
I don't know. How do I
I want my
sign?
lawyer.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh. Okay.
Player name input. Yes.
Did I do that on purpose or not? I right clicked.
No, we don't want to quit.
No!
I think return. It's hard because it looks like it's one long string
Oh,
of
it
words.
does! Okay. So how do I...
Grab the feather. Oh,
Just no?
Lucetter.
Oh,
can change your name.
there we go. I was like, what in the world? There we go. Okay, guys, just type.
What does that say?
Prologue.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My eyes really just couldn't take that in.
Whoa, my name is Rin Riella Britton. That's a fun name. Daughter of King Gennaro Britton III. Of course, I'm a princess.
Maybe it's Genaro.
Oh, okay. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel.
Sure.
Sure, why not? At least that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became the victim of infamous fairy tale curse. Ooh, okay, now it's getting good. I'm excited about this.
Oh, man.
She's pretty.
Princess and the Pauper.
Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Of course it did.
They always do.
Right, Mate A? Have you heard? Another person was cursed. Oh, look at her hand. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms
so they
in
don't
hand.
have eyes.
Right?
The non-important people get no eyes. I think they've been cursed.
These two are slacking off again. Oh, she sounds like a princess.
Yeah, she does.
That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Oh, that would suck.
The long nose or the wooden part?
Both. Well, wooden would be a lot worse than long nose, I think. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? Okay, that's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? Uh-oh. I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated.
Voldemort?
I know, right? That's what I thought, too. You two were hired to work, not talk. Ooh, she is a princess.
Man, bossy.
We're sorry, Your Highness.
Look at that. Look at
only
that
be
attitude.
expected from the likes of them.
Oh.
Well, she certainly gets put in her place.
Oh, man.
I'm actually happy about this because a lot of time the princesses, especially as main characters, they're sweet and perfect. This one's kind of bratty, and she obviously has something to learn.
Right? I like the music, though. It's a nice little
Right?
background.
Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, see, she's gonna learn a lesson. The victims are weak. Angel would be better off without the dead weight. Oh, she's harsh. If it were up to Mother, the cursed would have been banished from Angel the instant they fell prey to it.
Ooh, what if you're a wicked stepsister? That would be awesome.
Ooh, that would be way more fun. Like your sister Cinderella or something.
Exactly, right?
But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Maybe she was a witch.
She looks
Princess?
creepy.
The king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
I am on my way. So that must be, she has a stepmother. The king, Ophelia, and Rod. Oh, see, it needs a comma, right?
Yeah, the king,
there.
Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall.
Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence.
Oh,
Ooh.
my.
Good morning, Rin. Good morning, Your
sorry.
Majesty. Oh, sorry. Good morning, Rin.
That must be your stepmother, right?
Oh,
Oh, man. No reaction there.
Woo!
Rin.
Ophelia.
Oh,
I did that rather well.
you did.
Ophelia Wittensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker.
It's like Sophia the First, except she's a baker,
so cute! She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king and look up at the person sitting opposite me. Ooh.
but zoom out. How does he get the rabbit to stay on his shoulder?
I don't know. It's Momiji.
The stepbrother.
Oh, okay. Well, that's odd.
Rod Benedict Wittensov.
My stepbrother is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. Okay. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts.
How does that work?
That is odd. It was apparently given to him by a fairy.
So it's a magical plush rabbit that will talk for him.
That's super creepy.
I think so.
This might be a little more Grimm's fairy tale, which makes me even more interested. I love the Grimm fairy tales. He minds his own business. I can't read it. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister? Is this Cinderella? My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. How do you say her name?
Emmeline.
Emmeline. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. Okay, that's actually more like me. And here she is.
Your character's so mean.
I know, right? Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Rin.
She is a little too perky.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
It's morning, Emmeline. Calm down.
Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we're blood, as if she too were born a princess. Wow, Rin is so stubborn. And prideful, as if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place.
Foreshadow, I think.
I will never let that happen.
Now that everyone is here, let us begin.
Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you.
Why would you read fairy tale books if people are getting cursed by them? Or the stories?
Well, maybe they need to help solve what curses they are.
I
You gotta be well versed in the fairy tales. Oh yes, there are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father.
I'm happy that you like them. I obviously like you better than Rin.
Oh, I love them. It's so strange the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned.
Whoa.
Ow.
Hardcore. And that's your idol. Your mama's your hero.
Right? But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition, exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. I'm pretty sure Mom was a witch.
Right? That's what it sounds like. What are you implying about the witches, Rin?
The atmosphere shifts. The air in the room grows heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall.
Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. I read it in a book. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. At least that's what I'm told. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angiel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering.
This
This has got to be
backstory?
Rin. This has to be Rin talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is about her.
It's got to be
So her mother left her in a room and didn't tell much. She doesn't know much about the pain and suffering.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
It shows who's talking.
It's okay.
I'm like, this isn't like, wow, this king is really sheltered, has no idea what's going
It's like,
on.
this has got to be backstory, right? Like, I'm confused. Okay. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent?
Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angiel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about.
Leave Mother out of this, even though I brought her into it.
Man.
They seem to have a strained relationship.
Imagine.
Dear, please. Brian, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy.
That's right.
Wow.
Rin, you will show your mother respect.
Oh no, you did
Oh,
not just
no,
call her
man.
your mother.
Dude, that was not smart.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. My father and I have never got on, obviously, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it's been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him.
Oh, man. See, I told you he likes Emmeline.
There's something going on. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children.
Told you. I told you.
Yep, something going on. Better than he has ever treated me.
Yeah, your mom was a witch.
Oh, yeah, right.
So you're part witch.
Spoilers. Sorry.
Hey, this is foreshadowing right here. We're guessing.
This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here.
That's suspicious.
Right, and I'm wondering if she's still alive, because it mentioned before she was gone. It has not said she has died.
Yep. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
This looks suspicious. Man, why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? So hold on.
Are we gonna meet a new guy?
I don't know. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here.
What?
We're 21 minutes in. We're gonna pause here. We're gonna break it up. Hope everyone enjoyed this first video of ours. We're really interested. I'm liking the story. This is gonna be really interesting.
Hope you don't mind our reading voices.
We'll either continue to improve or we won't, and you'll enjoy how bad they are.
There you go. You can make
Either
fun of
way,
us.
it's a
Totally
win-win. But hope you join us next time, and we'll see you later. What a good song to end on. I like this music.
It's a pretty...
Okay, bye.